Yeah, good morning
Yes.
or good afternoon. So I just wanted to share with you that, I told you that my kind of baseline was to see what happens with the tumor in my eye.
Yes.
And a couple of interesting things is I had a scan on Monday, and the doctor called me and said, well, it's looking pretty good. It hasn't grown. It's very stable, which is the first time in a year. And then I've been noticing, so just as a background for those who haven't heard, I've been doing this on my phone now for about 10 days, using the Harmonic Boost three, four, 5 times a day.
Yeah.
And I really have no other reason to think that there's a change because of that. So I feel less pressure. As you know, I swim every week 3 times, and the goggles have always been a problem because the protrusion touches the inside of the goggles,
But it looks better
and
now.
now it's
Yeah.
now it's not touching anymore.
Yeah. We
Uh,
can see it looks
The
better.
difference, better.
Mm.
You can see the
can
difference.
you guys actually see
Yeah.
something?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then the other thing is that I had
Compared
like a
actually,
foggy area around my view. And when I do this, the foggy is much smaller around the edge instead of the whole eye.
It's great.
And the other thing is that I have more motion in the eye. So I spoke to my neurosurgeon and kind of said, I'm trying something different with frequencies, and maybe we should wait on the surgery. And he says, well, I don't believe much in those things, but let's see what happens. Go to your eye doctor. So I'm making an appointment in a couple of weeks to get another visual test. So these are very uh, scientific ways. So it's not just feeling. I mean, on the feeling level, I feel a difference, but I would like to be able to statistically say my field of view is being decreased or increased and so on. There's like 3 or 4 actual scientific measurements of the
Yes.
optic nerve and so on. So I'm going to keep you posted on that.
It will be an excellent case report.
I think it would be
Yes.
incredible if it continues like that. And so my question really is, now that it's working, can I do it once an hour? Or should I do it twice a day? Or is there some value to doing it more often?
We don't have
What do
really
you think?
of can you get too much of it? It's not something that I can answer now. I don't think you can get too much of it. So yes, please
Because
go.
you at one point you said that we could have a headphones that are in our pocket and the magnetic effect from the speakers could
Yeah.
go all day.
Yes.
Now I'm using these Bluetooth speakers. It's very convenient for me because my phone doesn't have a plug-in.
Yeah.
And it seems to be functioning quite well. And contrary to some other people's experience, since I have it on my phone, but I have a very advanced phone, I have the Samsung Fold, it was like a charm. It was smooth, everything worked, the recording worked, the follow-up, the sound, the MP3 exportation, everything worked beautifully.
Okay, that's
Maybe because it's a
very
better
nice to
phone.
hear.
Yeah, no, really, and I'm not exactly a technical genius, so it worked out. So I'm just sort of balancing out all this other conversation going on. So,
No, it's great,
but
and we go back to what Steven says. We have to issue a baseline of devices that you can
right,
reliably work with, and as a pro, you would need to have some
good equipment.
yes, good equipment. And as an end user, it should work everywhere. So that's also my goal. If you are an end user and you just need to make the harmonic boost and the meditations, it should work everywhere. And
So,
one of
so
the
that's the
solutions I
other
have for that,
question. Okay.
just sorry, one of the solutions I have for that is that for the meditation, everything is pre-recorded, so it's fine. Now it should work everywhere. For the harmonic boost, you still have the button to play it live, and on some devices it won't work. It will make some
Oh,
glitches because the device is not powerful enough to generate all the frequencies live. So with this new function that we will be adding in the next versions, we will be able to test the capacity of the device and to just disable this function. And if it's disabled, we should be able to play the recording of the MP3 that would be computed by the pro and would be sent to the cloud. So the pro could make the MP3 on his powerful device. It would just be automatically stored in the cloud. And when the user logs in and opens his exploration, he would just download the MP3 of the Harmonic Boost, and it would play instantly on any device. So that would be a convenient solution. So to make it
Okay.
easily accessible for every device.
Can I push that point a little bit
Yeah,
farther?
please.
As you know, I'm also playing saxophone, learning saxophone, and I'm a very audiophile teacher. And he has been telling me, don't use Bluetooth because it chops the top and the bottom of the wave off to compress it when it's, sending it by Bluetooth. So I was wondering, do you think that the fact that I am using Bluetooth headphones is somehow diminishing or compromising the sound, the frequencies, or should I not worry about that?
I don't think so. The only issue with Bluetooth is that it emits a little bit of electromagnetic
EMFs.
activity,
Yes.
which you could be sensible to or not. So if it's fine for you, no problem. But some people could feel the Bluetooth field and be and not be well with it. But in my experience, there is no problem with Bluetooth headphones. I myself have Bluetooth cell phones that I don't use that much, but when I use them, I don't feel any burden of it, and I can feel a lot of electromagnetic burden
Yeah,
because
this is
the Bluetooth that we have now is much less powerful than the ones that we had before.
oh
A lot of things are optimized, and I don't think the frequencies are chopped in the Bluetooth. It really depends on the kind of equipment you have. But for instance, I have Bluetooth earphones that are based not on a magnetic transducer like normal headphones, but on I don't know the technical term, but the bottom line is that the bandwidth is much higher. In fact, it can go from 5 hertz to 40,000 hertz. So you can actually have another effect is that you can actually have a bigger bandwidth with some
mhm.
devices.
Which device do you think is the best? Are you using the Apple ones?
No, I'm using the one that I'm speaking about is called Arvana Ace, and it's by Creative
Arvana Ace.
Ace 2, I think. It's Creative Labs, and it's a new technology that is not a normal headphone transducing system with a moving part, but it's an ultrasound thing. I don't know exactly the technical.
Okay, it's on Amazon. You can get it.
Yeah, yeah, sure. It's like
It's called
$180 or so.
Arvana Ace.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. So then you don't see any reason to do it less frequently, or it's okay
No,
to do
no,
it
no. I
more.
think you can do the harmonic boost as
Okay.
much as you want.
And
You
the
can
other,
also export them in
sorry.
different flavors. So you can export one only for the body, one only for the mind, one only for the energy, for instance. And you can just play the different harmonic boosts as you wish, or you just export the complete one and you do
Yeah,
everything.
I think I did the body one because I wanted to focus on this. I have to
Yeah, which
check
is
on that.
exactly the point. So that's the strength
Yeah,
of the harmonic boost is that you can focus on different things.
beautiful, beautiful. Now, last thing is I'm focused on the harmonic boost because it's 8.5 minutes. I can play it and it's easy. But should I also be doing them because the meditations takes 52 minutes or something? So
Yeah,
am I
no, you
better
have.
to do harmonic boost or just do partial I can't do 52 minutes
You
several
can
times a
adjust the
day.
time of the meditation,
Yes,
Frederick.
I will show you that because there is a new function in the latest version, and if you go to
Yeah,
the
I've seen that. I've
if you go
seen
to the
that, but does
personal guide,
that not reduce
you
the
have a quick
effect?
selection here. You see,
Okay.
you can do just 8 minutes or 33 minutes, or for today it's recommended to do the 51 minutes. On
Okay.
59 minutes. And it's actually the same system as in the harmonic boost, meaning if you click on this one, it will have a focus on the body.
Oh,
But if you click on this one, it will have a focus on the mind.
oh, I see.
So I can explain it to you quickly. The one with the calendar is the selection for today. So it will take some items from every one of your priorities from the different categories.
Oh,
Okay. But the other items would be focused on, so this one is the mind, this one is the body, and this one is energy. And the duration will actually be dependent on of how many priorities you have in your priorities in these different systems.
oh,
And the shortest
okay.
one is, in fact, no priorities. It's just the dive and the chord and the end. So you can do a very quick 8-minute thing, but it will not address any specific priorities of your exploration. It will just lead you with your own chord and your own personality type in a very
Okay.
short 8-minute meditation. So that's when you need to do a quick break and you want to be guided into something to relax. That's an option that you can do now.
So if I'm using the harmonic boost, so do I should also do the meditation, or it's enough?
It's the two options are complementary, but it's really up to
Okay.
you. You know, if you are
Okay.
happy with the harmonic boost and you don't really like to,
Very.
there is
Yeah.
no mandatory option to do the meditation. So, but
Okay. It's
if
an
you
op.
try
It
it,
comes to the same effect.
yeah, if you, it's not exactly the same way of doing things in your body and your mind and so on. So I would suggest try the meditation when you have a little bit
At
of time.
night.
Do
Yeah.
it shorter
Mhm.
if you want. There is another option. If you go back here, you see the last one is the little plus. And if you click on the
Yeah.
little plus, you will see the former duration. So with that, you can just choose an intermediate duration and make it shorter, for instance. So this is
Got
49
it.
minutes, but if you make it a little bit shorter, it will just remove some priorities and make it shorter for you if you want. So this one is just only 24 minutes.
So it would cut certain frequencies, not
No,
have the
yes,
same frequencies for shorter times.
it will cut some priorities.
Okay. Mhm.
It will cut some priorities
Okay.
and so it will make it shorter for you so that it is adjusted to what you need now. So I would say do the harmonic boost as much as you want. And if you try the meditation and it's something that makes you feel good, go ahead. And if it's just boring
Okay.
for you and you say, okay, this is not my thing, just do the harmonic boost.
Right.
Hmm.
Okay. It's just a function of it makes it so easy, and that's what I'm thinking is that if I have other, patients or clients who are very busy and they don't want to commit to doing a 50-minute meditation, it doesn't matter. Just do 8, 10, 12 minutes many times a day, and you're
Yes,
going to have the same effect.
but you know what the Dalai Lama said? You should meditate
Right.
at least 1 hour a day. And if you don't have the time to meditate 1 hour a day, you should meditate 2 hours a day.
Well, I do already. I meditate. I meditate twice a day for 25 minutes already for 50 years, but I can't mix the two. And actually, that's a question that I had for you is I tried to play the harmonic boost while I was doing my usual mantra meditation, but it creates a headache. I don't think we can do both. I can sit quietly and then do the meditation, but I don't think we can do them both at the same
But
time. What do you think?
I think you are maybe an advanced meditator and you are trained to
Yeah,
go into meditative states with silence, for instance. And
right.
if you are trained like that and something comes into your information field while you are meditating, of course it will disturb you. So either you have to consider changing your habits, your meditation habits, and maybe
Mhm.
using this tool as a new support for you and something that would help you, or you just stick to your existing habits that you have since 50 years and it's fine for you. So
And then add this at another time. That's all.
yes, and maybe what you can do is just play the harmonic boost at a very, very, very low level
Oh,
while
that's
you
a
are doing
good
the
idea.
meditation. And for
I
that,
didn't think of that.
maybe I will show you another option. When you start the meditation, so let me just start it. You have some controls here.
Yes,
Yes, so you can remove the voice
yes.
and you can change the background noise here. So I would suggest for your meditation, you can maybe just remove the voice and let the frequencies and maybe the background noise if you want, because during
That's
the meditation, the frequencies are on a much, much lower level than the harmonic boost. So
Yes, I've
it's
done that.
ready in the
That's what I
background.
did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's ready in the
Okay.
background.
I can also do the harmonic boost with less volume while
Yes,
I'm
you can also do
meditating.
that. Yeah. And by the way, there is a novelty here.
Super.
The next one is now displayed here. So if you want to switch to go to the next one, you can click here, and you can go to the former one or the next one just by clicking on this.
Oh,
Okay,
beautiful.
this is new. So
Okay. Well, I'm
it
sure
will
the
just
girls
be
are going to
a
love the
preview of
new
the next
changes.
card somehow. Mm.
What does the 1x mean with the plus and the minus in the center? What does that do?
Speed.
This is the speed of the voice.
Okay.
So you can make the voice quicker, or you can make it a little bit slower if you want.
Yeah. It's useful.
Yeah, it can be useful
Uh,
because sometimes you want the voice to speak slower or quicker, especially in different languages. We tried to make it natural, but I don't know, maybe in Spanish you want it to speak a little bit quicker. So anyway, it's up to you, and it will remember your settings. Next time you go, it will be remembered and the same.
so one last thing, important thing about the conference. I heard something about October. There is a conference that you're back to back with Dan.
Yes,
And I'm
exactly. So
wondering how do I sign up for that? Is it through you or through Dan or
we have two different. So yes, we do our annual masterclass in France every year.
Perpignan?
French. Yes,
Perpignan?
yes, it's near
Okay.
Perpignan. So this year, the first part will be our usual masterclass in French with our therapist giving lessons and so on. And then we will do it with the BioCoherence Summit, which will be from Sunday to Tuesday.
What dates?
October 2 to 7. So the English part will be October 4 to 7 or 5 to 7. Let me check that.
That's correct, yeah. And then
Yes,
the
Sunday October 5 to Tuesday October 7. Yeah. Then on Wednesday there is a break, so maybe we have the possibility to do something or not. This is not yet decided. And from the Thursday to the next Monday or Tuesday, I think there will be the Fractal U conference. So there are two different reservations. We have a pre-booking right now, but we didn't finish the prices and so on. So we don't have the real booking yet available. I hope we will have it soon. On Dan Winter's side, they have decided the price, and you can book with them directly if you want.
Is
And it
that
will be in the
too
same place.
fun?
Sorry?
Okay, same place we were last year?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So
So
both
what
events
about-
are in the same place. So if you want to stay the whole week, you can stay there.
So
Okay,
what
good.
about if I'm not, so that you've got the first is the master class. Are those people going to take up the whole reservations at the Via? Or, I mean,
I think
do I need to reserve for the whole week?
I don't think the French people will stay for the English part because, as much as you don't speak French, French people don't speak English. So
Some of us.
I can attest to that as an English speaker living in France.
yes, only Frédéric is perfectly bilingual.
Oh man.
So I'm just curious about the places to stay because it's kind of remote and I'm not going to be driving a car.
It's the same place as last year. You
I-
were there last
I
year?
know.
Yes, yeah.
I was there last year.
Yeah. So in theory, you can stay the entire stay there. Anyway, don't worry. I think they have a huge capacity there, so I don't think we will be fully booked, especially after the French people leave. So don't worry. Anyway,
Okay.
we will have to finish the pre-booking pretty soon, and at that point we can start taking actual reservations.
So you haven't made the reservations yet. Okay.
No. So we have a page which is biocoherence.net/summit25 that I can paste here. So we have a page which is biocoherence.net/summit25 that I can paste here. So we have a page which is biocoherence.net/summit25 that I can paste here. So we have a page which is biocoherence.net/summit25 that I can paste here. So we have a page which is biocoherence.net/summit25 that I can paste here. So we have a page which is biocoherence.net/summit25 that I can paste here. So we have a page which is biocoherence.net/summit25 that I can paste here. So we have a page which is biocoherence.net/summit25 that I can paste here. So we have a page which is biocoherence.net/summit25 that I can paste here. So we have a page which is biocoherence.net/summit25 that I can paste here. So we have a page which is biocoherence.net/summit25 that I can paste here. So we have a page which is biocoherence.net/summit25 that I can paste here. So we have a page which is biocoherence.net/summit25 that I can paste here. So we have a page which is biocoherence.net/summit25 that I can paste here. And on the bottom of this page, you have a click here for pre-booking. So you can just, so this is the page. And on the bottom of the page, you can just click for pre-booking. You have to log in. Or you can just click from the email that we sent, in which case you don't have to log in because you are automatically pre-logged. So if you find the last email we send, there should be a link on this.
Have you sent those out yet?
You know what? I have to send the email for the 1.25 version. No, it's not yet 125. So I can send it to you.
I haven't seen
Thank you.
the email for the seminar.
Yes, we sent it with the 124 announcement.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it either.
Did you
And
get?
I monitor my emails every day.
It was no, it was like 2 weeks ago.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay.
We
From
sent it.
BioCoherence?
Yes, maybe
Yeah.
maybe 2 weeks ago. We tried to send as less emails as possible, so we stopped sending emails for the weekly webinar, for instance. We only send emails when there is a new version coming. So we tend to put everything with the new version and the current announcement. So the last one should be named BioCoherence 1.24, and in this
Oh,
email
there
you
it
find
is.
the link to register.
Oh, yes, thank
yeah,
you. I
It's
didn't
called BioCoherence
scroll down far
1.24
enough.
and Summit 2025.
Got it. Thank you. Okay, 20 languages. Wow. Mm.
Yes.
Yes, I do have it.
Okay, great.
Okay, guys, thank you very much.
Great to hear,
Hey,
Frederick.
what I wanted to talk about
Yeah,
quickly
I'll talk
was-
to you later, Steve, okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
What I wanted to talk about quickly is that we are opening a new system on BioCoherence, which is only registration now because it's not live. It will allow you to add some analysis screens and add some trainings directly within the app. So let me just gather my mind 2 seconds. Steven, do a quick Irish dance while I...
In fact, I actually have my Guinness shirt on as well, so perfect time. And actually, Leon has left, so I'm presuming he had to go. So this is actually kind of
or maybe we just talk about it next week because it just. So let me just tell a few words about it, and I will go in much more detail next week. We had some requests to add some specific knowledge into the app, and for instance, to add something about a specific way to use the biomarkers combined with astrology, or to add some things related to reflexology, for instance, or things that are not yet into the different analysis screens. So instead of developing ourselves 2,000 different analysis screens with a lot of knowledge, we came up with the idea of just doing something that resembles an app store, where you could just create what we call an extension. And this extension would be like a new analysis screen where you could receive a selection of biomarkers and do something with it. And for instance, present some of your specific knowledge based on the state of these biomarkers. So it would require a little bit of technical development, but technically it's very simple because it could be entirely done with JavaScript, which is a very simple language. So either you know how to do it, or you can just ask any web developer in your area to create it, or maybe we could provide a service to make it for you if we go to this point. But in principle, it should be quite easy to create an extension, and this extension would be like a screen into the existing analysis that you can do in the exploration, and it would be something that you would subscribe if you are not the creator of the extension. Any pro user could subscribe to it, and you as the creator would earn money exactly as if you created an app, and you get the proceedings of the cells. So that's one point. One thing that I think could be really interesting is that maybe in a few years we will have 1,000 very specific analysis screens that you could subscribe to. And these specific analysis screens could be, I don't know, the reading according to that particular knowledge or that particular therapeutic approach. And once it is developed, it's a regular recurring revenue for you because everybody in the system could just subscribe to it in one click. And in the same spirit, we will do something that is probably much more simple for you. We will open a training platform where any pro user could propose some trainings. And these trainings could be one-to-one, or could be pre-recorded webinars, or could be, I don't know, weekly live webinars. And you would just present your trainings because you are an expert in this field, or you speak that language, or you want to just introduce the app, or you want to share some specific knowledge. And people would just subscribe to your training and either see your videos or get 1 hour with you in one-to-one, or get your pre-recorded webinars. And that would be, again, available for every user. So you could do trainings for any user, or you could do trainings that would be reserved for pro users. But in any case, people would just open the app, go to the training page, choose a training, click on I want to buy this training. And at that point, you get the money for it, and it's available for the user. So I think it's a very interesting possible development, and because BioCoherence would become a platform that would allow you as creators to earn money also with it. And the third one, because we don't always do things simple, right? The third one is that I want to open an art gallery right inside BioCoherence. But this art gallery has a twist. It would be only opened to arts that would be live generated on the device. And the live generation would be tweaked by what you measure live into your body.
Wow.
So what's
amazing, guys. Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
You can imagine that any artist that creates some specific art that is called, well, yeah, anyway, there are a lot of artists that create nowadays art that can be played in real time on the device, thanks to the power that we now have all in our pockets. And these arts are usually things that are very hypnotic. So it can be like 3D or 4D things that are folding together or generating colors, or the impression to go into other dimensions, you know. And if you imagine that this art could be played while you hold the sensor, and some parameters of the art could be changed according to your emotions or to your chakras or to your meridians or to your organs, isn't that amazing?
Yes.
And, it would be an art gallery where you could just open the art gallery and see a lot of paintings, and then you choose one, and this painting starts moving, and you just grab the sensor, and it would adapt and change things live according to your measurements. I think it's incredible. So
the other thing is it would not be static, right? It wouldn't be
yes,
like a painting. It would be an image on a screen that
exactly.
evolves in response to your emotional or physical state.
Exactly. So let me show
I
you.
guess you could then take screenshots and print
Yes,
them.
but you could play it without measurements. But the real twist is that, I mean, you could record it while you are measuring and then share it on social medias, for instance. But no two social media posts would be the same, because every art would be a little bit different because of your measurements, you know? So I think it has a very, very potent effect that people will want to share it, and it will be shared like, this is my current state according to my chakras, for instance. And someone else would go to the app and open the same art and do a recording, and it will be a slightly different art because the colors will be different, or the speed or the animation would be different. So I think it's pretty incredible, in fact.
A lot more interesting than seeing someone posting what they had for supper last night.
Yes.
Well, I'm doing a similar thing with the plasma fire.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I want to do it with the phi rays. So I hope that you will allow that transition to, happen with biocoherence, because I've noticed a difference in my scan when I run Flame in Mind and do the full chakra. I mean, I've got Flame in Mind going behind me right here, so I've noticed a difference in my scans. It actually does show up. And I'm wondering, is that the magnetic interference on the sensor itself through my body, or is it just really activating my body? That I can't prove yet. But yes, I am combining plasma with sound,
Yeah.
and it does have effects, which is similar to what you're talking about. Though these globes don't change color. Maybe with the frequency they change a little, but it's not like what you're doing. That's really amazing.
Yeah.
Gamification? No.
Also, a little announcement. We finally started to do something with cymatics, and it's mind-blowing. So at one point, we will have some cymatics records to show you when everything is ready, but it's really, really nice.
I think actually, for me, I've seen all of the demonstrations on the internet, but to actually witness it firsthand is it's quite an incredible experience, just to actually see the water just beginning to swirl into a geometric pattern and then stopping. It's incredible. It's like,
Really?
yeah, mind blowing.
How
Do you
much
have some
amplitude are
videos?
you running in through that? How much amplitude are you running through the frequencies? Is it just, the power of your headphone jack, or are you running it through some type of a linear amplifier, or
No.
or like
You have to run it through an amplifier and on the speaker.
Yeah, I understand.
So what I did is
I've
that
done
I have a
cymatics.
speaker. Okay, so you need a speaker like that.
Yep.
Okay. And you need a link between the speaker and the plate. And in the plate, you put a little bit of water, so the vibration is directly transmitted into the plate.
No, I do. I have a speaker sitting next to me I can use for that. I've done it with the I didn't use wood or plastic. I used really thick paper and did the sand salt, and I did that a long time ago, and got all those patterns to show up like on the internet. I mean, really, I just was wondering about your amplitude. You just explained and showed me.
Yes, it must have enough amplitude to move the water. Okay, let's stop here. So I think I'll stop the recording now. Okay.